Well, Hodgson favours a 4-4-2 formation, with Ince occupying one of the central midfield roles on his return from suspension. In the absence of Bergamy and Frazee, who are both serving bans, the coach has named Pistone, Inter's recent signing from Vicenza, at right back, and includes Carbone wide on the left in support of Gantz, and Branca, who of course started the season with Roma. Seno, Bianchi and Manicone are all still nursing injuries. Well, Roma have two of their main defenders back today after suspension, Lana and Carboni. They return at the expense of Annoni and Totti. There's another change too from last week. Giannini, who's been out for over 2 months now with an injury, he starts in preference to Di Biagio in midfield. Otherwise, it's the expected team. Jonas Tern keeping his place. This is the Swedish international's most consistent spell since he came to the club from Napoli. And up front, well, Fonseca and Balbo. That's a partnership that, of course, had Fiorentina's defence so rattled a week ago. So Roma get us underway, kicking from left to right. They are in 6th place at the moment on 25 points. The leaders Milan on 33. Inter down in 11th place, just 21 points in the bottom half of the table. Milan, incidentally, are away to Cremonese, the bottom club, this afternoon. Fiorentina, who are second, 3 points behind. They're at home to Piacenza. Parma at home to Cagliari. Parma in 3rd place on 28, 5 behind Milan. Juve, they're 4th at the moment on 27, and their fixture today pairs them with Bari in Turin. Statuto letting it run on to Capioli. Now Fonseca, who has his habit of drifting out wide and then attacking with incisive runs. Capioli with the cross, Balbo in the middle. But he was a lone figure there, no support for the Argentine star. He's got 4 goals now in his last 4 Serie A appearances, including those 2 against Fiorentina. Pistone. It's an excellent pass too to pick out Gantz. Was that handle? Referee Cesare, just a few yards away, says no. Carbone. Solid defensive work though by Marco Lana. That was Tern trying to thread it through, but without success, and now the flag is up for offside against Marco Branca. A Roma player at the start of the season, but he couldn't get a regular place because of Fonseca and Balbo, although he did keep Fonseca out for a couple of matches. But then switching to Inter in November with Del Vecchio going the other way on loan. Del Vecchio, who's on the bench for Roma today. Roberto Carlos taking the throw then for Inter. Scored a marvellous opening goal for Inter last week against Bari, but it all went wrong from there on. Patruzzi coming forward from the back. He's the sweeper in the Roma side. Lana. Statuto. Capioli to find Fonseca. Balbo making a run through the middle, and also Capioli here. And he rather lost his balance. A wasted opportunity then. Terrific pace from Capioli. And you can see there the look of frustration on the face of Carlo Mazzoni, the coach of Roma. But they have been playing very impressively away from home, something they haven't necessarily associated with in the past. Carbone. Good combination there, Gantz and Branca almost forcing an opening between them.
Yeah, maybe I think perhaps he should have gone on his own there. Should have taken control of the ball and kept hold of the ball in the box.
Giannini, the captain of Roma. This is Balbo. Almost got away then from Festa. Giannini. Good hustling though by Carbone. That's Pistone. Could be danger here. Fonseca almost wriggled through. He and Balbo do complement each other so well up front. The goal scoring of Balbo and the speed, the blistering pace of Fonseca.
It's almost like an English Cup tie, this at the moment, Peter. It's very lively.
It's a frantic start, isn't it? This is Marco Lana. Giannini to Petruzzi. Now Aldair. The mistake was by Berti. This is Capioli, who's preferred to get down the right side for Roma this afternoon, to Moriero, who isn't even on the bench, I notice. This is Massimo Paganin to Ince. Now Carbone. The flick off from Roberto Carlos was a rather tame one, though. Statuto to Giannini. Turn. Carboni. Too long though for Balbo. Carbone. This is Petruzzi. But Carbone was in the way. Now Pistone seeking out the run of Gats, and he was offside. Roma defenders pushing a long way forward. Gats has just got to time these runs a little better.
Yeah, it's all a little bit hurried at the moment. I think they've had now 10 minutes to settle into the game a little bit, and they're all still giving the ball away and trying to put that killer pass in a little bit too quickly. Just need maybe to make that extra pass to buy them a little bit more time and space.
Fonseca, dangerous ball in for Balbo. Terrific save by Pagliuca. Great reactions. Balbo laid off. Statuto. Well, how did Inter survive then? A cracking header by Balbo. But what reactions there from Pagliuca?
Absolutely superb. I mean, great defending there on the line anyway. And I mean, he's come out there and he's made sure he's no way he's going to get the shot in there. And you think that's going to end up in the back of the net, and another fine save.
Statuto, the man who had that second shot. And away for another corner.
I think that would have really, made him feel a lot better after the way he played last week. You know, as we said, we thought he was at fault for 2 of the goals, but I think he's more than made up for it already.
Well, he's proved in the past. He's a great shot stopper. And there was certainly evidence of that then. Balbo! Pagliuca to smother the shot. Yes, you're talking about confidence there, and he certainly lost his earlier in the season when Arrigo Sacchi decided to ignore him in terms of the Italian team. That was an easier save for him. Carbone. Giannini with Lana. Pistone. Good turn then by Zanetti. Does look very comfortable in possession. Off he goes again now. A little change of pace then from Zanetti. This is promising. The header's goal to goal. Super header by Marco Branca against his former club. And what delight he will take from that one. 18 minutes gone. And Inter have the lead.
Superb run down the wing by Zanetti, wasn't it? I mean, he's seen a chance to whip the ball away from the line, and look, he looks up and almost picks him out. Ball on the head, and I mean, it's got to be in the back of the net.
All his goals have come against former clubs this season. Marco Branca in Serie A. And that was a clinical finish then. Off goes Fonseca, tracked by Roberto Carlos. Goal kick. Views being exchanged between linesman and Fonseca. all look fairly innocuous. Fonseca, who is such a threat though to any defence with his pace. He's only managed 5 goals so far this season, but he didn't get any for quite a while, just 1 in the first 2 months. Here he is now. This could be a goal for him. Well, it was an opportunity as he went sprinting through then. Such acceleration from Fonseca.
Another super ball to him. He's pulled off superbly there. Good control. Might have a hint of handball maybe, and Paluca there I think did very well to put him off. I thought maybe a little lift over the keeper would have been a better alternative, but there you go.
Well, Paluca did very well then to close him down, didn't give him too much to aim at. But nonetheless, Fonseca will be left disappointed. The kind of chance you feel that Balbo would have accepted. He is so capable of just lifting the ball over keepers when they come out in that fashion. Stagione then with a free kick for Inter. Way by Giannini. Inter finding Zanetti. Stagione. Well, he may be left-footed, but he doesn't look out of place over there.
No,
to him, is he?
A fair bit of pace he showed going down there. I mean, a lot of confidence to decide to knock the ball by someone on your wrong foot and attempt to get the cross in. You know, so in that respect, it's looking good for him.
Over the head of Pagani to Roberto Carlos. Turn in well. This is Capioli now. Roma did the double over Inter last season. For the first time in 15 years, a 1-0 win in this fixture, an own goal by Festa. And they won 3-1 in Rome with a hat-trick from Abel Balbo. Statuto taking a throw then for Roma. This is Turn. Played in, looking for Balbo. Very dangerous in the air, but off target this time.
Put some good balls into the box, Roma. I mean, every chance they get to put the ball, and they put the ball in, and they've got the runners getting onto it. So, I mean, that will be the things that Inter will have to solve today, because they do deliver the ball very early.
Alvichavone is towering over Gats. Inter have scored just 21 goals, including this one, 17 Serie A games this season. And 8 of those have come in 2 home games, 4-0 wins over Torino and Cagliari. Carboni. Now Lana. Will turn. Easily dispossessed. Off goes Carboni. Rackers through the middle and Gats at the far post. This is Gats now. Good tackle by Aldier. Perfectly timed. Spurned opportunity really though for Inter. And Gats will be the first to testify.
Yeah, it's got to go down really as the chance missed. I mean, his control was that good. He actually controlled the ball and really should have got it out of his feet and maybe feints to go down the outside and then cut back on the inside. But, I mean, chance gone.
So in the end, no save required from Chavone, thanks to the endeavour there of Aldier. One or two Brazilian clubs looking at Aldier now, wondering if he will return to his home country, and also Japan have shown an interest, one of the clubs out there, but at the moment he's quite happy where he is with Roma. It was a bad tackle then. Beati on Statuto. Yeah, he's saying that's twice now.
A little bit wild.
Beati claiming he went for the ball. Referee Cesare did not agree. There's Balbo. Now Fonseca. And it needed that intervention then by Paul Ince, for which he's being congratulated by Pagliuca. Some really alert defending.
It was, yeah, he was very aware there in the box, wasn't he? Saw the danger and did well to deal with it.
Fonseca with the corner. Pagliuca had no real chance of getting to the cross. The initiative remains with Inter. Paul Ince. Now Carbone. Fast of anticipation around the ground whenever he has the ball. Ince in support. This is Roberto Carlos. Petruzzi able to make an unchallenged interception though for Roma. But the half-time whistle is blown by referee Graziano Cesari. And Inter are leading then by a goal to nil. Stagione beaten by Marco Branca on 18 minutes. Roma have had chances at the other end. They have it all to do though in the second half. So Inter then to start the second half. Gantz alongside Marco Branca, whose goal divides the two teams. Roma have been beaten just once away from home in Serie A this season by Piacenza. And they won 4 times. Carbone. Fonseca was the target, but Festa getting the better of him. Now Paul Ince, who had a good first half. Got some very useful tackles in. And linking well when he did come forward too.
That's right. And let's hope he can continue on that, on that way then, because at the moment he's really keeping the Inter back four together, giving them lots of protection and also getting attacks going from deep, which is what Inter need more of.
Beati. Now Carbone. Off goes Roberto Carlos. A good ball played in too. And in the end, Lana with the back pass. Which, I thought it was a back pass to Stagione.
Maybe they're not playing that rule today.
Blocked by Beati. Off goes Gantz. He's onside this time. Branca's up with him. Still Gantz. Petruzzi with the tackle. And Gantz has been penalised. I reckon that might be a bit harsh.
I think that is very harsh. I mean, Gantz did absolutely superb. I mean, he always had the ball and, he had possession of the ball. So, incredible decision.
Let's see it again on the replay here. Well, you have to make up your own minds at home. I reckon that was debatable. Giannini. Now Fonseca. Good save by the goalkeeper. Got down really well then, Paliuca. 3 times now he's come to his team's rescue. Manchester sneaked in then.
Yeah, it was a difficult one, didn't it? It just bounced just before it got to the goalkeeper, and he kept his eye on it though and pushed it wide.
Covered the angle well. Paliuca. Here's Fonseca with the corner. Ince headed it out initially. Now Petruzzi. Aldea with Giannini. Firm defending by Inter. The Paul Ince at the heart of it all. Here's Zanetti now on the break. Pistone to Carbone. Zanetti. All patient approach play by Inter that almost proved costly. Whacked away by Lana. Giannini's touch. In goes Ince. Now Carbone. Gantz and Branca through that central channel. But a confident play by Cevone. Capioli. This is Statuto. Roberto Carlos flying in with a tackle. Roberto Carlos with the free kick rather. Off goes Gantz.
He did look a little bit offside there, but I think he should have done better. He should have really made the goalkeeper save that. I mean, he really should have hit the target. Didn't quite get his foot around it.
Giannini. This is Carboni. All good vision shown then by Carboni. The crossing was a dangerous one. Balbo arriving at the far post.
Super defending, wasn't it?
Capioli's cross. Balbo just on the end of it. Festa certainly put him off if nothing else. Festa's gone sprinting forward. Here's Festa now. A rare excursion upfield for him. Across came Lana, but it's Inter's throw. Lana now having to retreat into his defensive position after his collision with Festa, who after that dizzy journey has now gone back. Carboni. Still Carboni. Did really well then, and it's a goal for Branca. 2 for him. What a day for Marco Branca against the club he left back in November. Halfway through the second half, and Inter have doubled their lead to the elation and euphoria there of their president Moratti.
Didn't he do it? I mean, great determination there, and then what composure just to lob that ball across for him. I mean, Carboni, I mean, that really sums up the way he's been playing today.
Such awareness, such skill. He's juggled with it and then picked out Branca, and that's a decisive header beyond Chivone. Branca, who got in between the two defenders, one of them Aldair. Here he is now. Can Roma come back from this? Remember, they've lost only once away from home in Serie A this season. Considered as outsiders for the championship, this will be a serious dent in their hopes if they are beaten today, Roma. Chivone beaten by the accuracy of the header from Branca.
He hasn't put a foot wrong in there, has he? He hasn't had that much to do except pick the ball out the net twice.
It's of course a contrast to last week when Roma were 2 up, only for Fiorentina to draw level at 2-2. Now Di Biagio is going to come on in place of Statuto. So another gamble being made by the coach Carlo Mazzoni. In his efforts to wrest the supremacy away from the home side. Capioli trying to evade the tackles, but it was Carboni who came hurtling in. The man who set up the goal. Ince fought then by turn. Roma's frustration showing. Ince, who's been tigerish in the midfield. Pistone. Ince. Clearly obstructed then by Carboni. Carboni, who was cautioned earlier and has now been sent off.
They've had a few run-ins, haven't they, throughout the game. They've been having a little niggle at each other from quite early on in the game.
Didn't even wait for the red card.
No, he knew, didn't he?
It was a pretty awful challenge. Didn't bother looking towards the referee. He's gone straight off. So, as if they didn't have enough problems already, now Roma are reduced to 10 men. Carboni, who'd taken over the captain's armband, remember, after Giannini had gone off. Now he's been dismissed. And Balbo is the third captain of the day for Roma. A sad afternoon for Carboni. Just back from a ban, now he's been sent off. Carboni with the free kick for Inter. Roberto Carlos will fancy his chances from here. Oh, such venom in that shot then from the Brazilian. And Chivone just couldn't hold it. A really rasping drive by Roberto Carlos. Distance means nothing to him.
Only one thing on his mind the moment that ball came to him.
Oh, it's a cracking strike.
It did come off the turf as well, didn't it? So great alertness, the goalkeeper there. Very good alertness.
Corner then to Inter. That was Fontelan we were seeing there, one of Inter's substitutes. Petruzzi to head it out, and the referee has blown for an infringement. Zanetti to find Delano. This is Pistone. Now turn to Totti. In goes Delano. Hustled under it though by Balbo. Now Fonseca. Played on for Capioli. Such an intelligent pass. Good save by Pagliuca. And the vision and the flair of Fonseca has failed to unhinge Inter yet again. Branca showing he's prepared to defend as well as attack. Kept battling away then, Marco Branca. Speculative shot from Di Biagio. Ince with a block, but now Roberto Carlos to release Delano. He's got Carbone away to his left. Such an inspiration for Inter this afternoon. Benito Carbone. Ince. Now Zanetti. Zanetti with a shot. Always going over.
Yeah, wasted a little bit. I mean, he had the overlapping run there, and perhaps he should have just hung on to it a little bit longer. He could have played him in.
But at the moment, a satisfying afternoon then for Roy Hodgson, who I see with the bookmakers is 12-1 for the England job.
It wouldn't be a bad little bet, that one, would it?
The odds on you were a bit longer, Luther. Here's Carbone.
Only just.
Delano. Now Zanetti. Not clear of Totti. Still Zanetti. Couldn't wriggle through though. So off goes Fonseca on the counter-attack for Roma. Now Aldair. Just haven't found the necessary penetration up front today, Roma. But they're still persevering with Capioli now. Turn. Here's Delano. Beati. Delano had continued his run, but it's curtailed by Petruzzi's intervention. Aldair. Oh, little feint then from Fonseca. This is Balbo with a shot that's charged down. Still Balbo. Great little dummy from Fonseca.
Right, again, a little example there of their understanding. Little dummy there, and him, I mean, a bit unfortunate.
Well, it was Balbo, not Capioli, who had the shot there. Carbone. Now Fontelan making a strong burst down that far side. This is all Landini. Well, that would have clinched it.
It's got to go down as a chance missed, I think, that one.
Ince was in there hoping for a touch.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see him get his first goal, wouldn't it? I mean, he more or less started that move, Paul Ince, and I mean, he was there at the end.
Now Petruzzi, and that's it. Inter have won by 2-0. Marco Branca. No, hang on, no, I don't think it is all over. No, it's not all over. Everyone in the stadium thought it was, apart from this man, and it's his decision that counts. Referee Graziano Cesare. I think someone in the crowd had blown the whistle. Wasn't you, Luther, was it?
No, not on that occasion.
I know you've got a bus to catch, but just sit tight for a minute, will you? Well, he can see the funny side of it. Inter were already celebrating. Fontelan. Turn with the tackle. All eyes on referee Cesare. But whatever happens now, it's surely not going to change the final outcome. It's all over now. 5 minutes of injury time played. Pagliuca made those two crucial stops in the first half, and the 2 goals from Marco Branca have given Inter victory over Roma by 2 goals to 0.